Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. And today in this video I'm going to be testing the ATLS. I figured I'd do a recording as I play around with it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to call this thing up.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
And then when I get that up, I'm going to pull up the C2. And then we'll talk about that gentleman 00 JMIC 000 sent me some information on how not to die in the ATLS and the things that cause the glitches that people that don't know, like I didn't, will cause you to die in this thing. Current version of the game is 4.1.0. 4.1.1 is on the horizon. It's actually in the PT right now, so hopefully we'll see that here pretty soon. And here's the ATLS. It's got a pretty cool little paint job on it. And I don't know if you knew this. Oh, I guess that's a battery. I guess here in the future we'll be replacing batteries in these things. Kind of cool. So the rules of this thing, what he said is, and some other things I've been looking through like Reddit, doing searches on this, and find a couple of extra things, but and I'll leave a list, but the first one, the rule is stop moving when you come up to this thing. Just take your hand off the keyboard, take your hand off the mouse, and don't touch nothing, and make sure you're still. And what you want to do is you just want to hit the F and get in it, and don't touch nothing. Keep your hands off the keyboard, keep your hands off the mouse until this animation is complete. Don't touch anything until it's done. Okay. The next rule is exiting. So what you don't want to be doing when you get ready to exit, you don't want to be moving. Same rules apply. When you get ready to exit, you want to stop and make sure everything's stopped. Make sure it's completely still. You got to hold down Y. And you don't want to take your hands off the keyboard and the mouse. Don't touch nothing until that animation is completed. The next thing is don't operate this ATLS near the walls. So what he says, you don't want this thing to be glitching into anything. So if you stand, you don't want to be standing like right up next to a wall. And when I died, the last time I was using this, I was on my C2, and I was standing up against the wall like this gentleman in this video. I'll leave a link to it here. And I can't think of the name of that gentleman's. I can't think of his name, but he has a really good video showing how he loads the C2, and he was the guy that gave me the idea. He had how to load it correctly, and so I copied his idea of how to load the C2. I'm definitely not going to take credit for that, but in that video he was using the ATLS, and so I was standing in the same general location that he was in, and I can only imagine I was probably up against the wall. So he basically says don't stand next to walls, don't stand next to the walls of ships, the hangar, cargo containers. Try not to let the cargo containers bump into you. And he said don't exit the ATLS when you're with your back next to a wall. He said that there's some part of the animation that when you're exiting goes backwards a little bit. Apparently and that can cause it to glitch too. I read on Reddit, and I don't know if this is a thing to do with this current patch or maybe it was a previous patch, but it said don't use a tractor beam. And then if you go back and if you keep looking, then there's people that say use a tractor beam to take it off the pad. So I don't know. That was just some stuff I've read, and J Mick also said don't make sure that you don't walk near edges and stuff, so you could fall and or slip off the edge. And which just kind of got me laughing. Kind of tickled me because I was walking around in a hangar last night, and I ain't gonna lie, I just dozed right off. I had a long day yesterday, and physical. I'm an HVAC technician, and I was up in an attic for the better part of a day yesterday, changing an evaporator coil out, and it was hot, and so I was pretty beat. And I woke up, and the ATLS was down there, and I was in it. So I walked clean off the edge, and then I used the tractor beam to put it back up here, and I didn't really have a problem. So I don't know. Just real quickly, guys, here's the rules of the ATLS, the anti-glitch rules, whatever you want to call it. Number one, when you get ready to enter the ATLS, come to a complete stop. Don't be touching anything, and just tap the F key. While the loading animation is running, don't touch anything. Keep your hands off the mouse and the keyboard until after it's finished. When you get ready to exit the ATLS, make sure you stop moving. Make sure it's come to a complete stop, and then hold down the Y key. And as soon as the animation starts, let go of the mouse and the keyboard, and don't touch anything until that's finished. Number 4, don't allow the ATLS to glitch in the walls, cargo containers, ships, and etc. etc. Number 5, don't exit the ATLS with the back against the wall. Apparently something moves backwards. It can cause it to glitch into walls. And last but not least, don't allow the ATLS to fall off anything. So just real quickly, I just wanted to go back over that before we move on. I guess maybe that was a thing in a previous patch. I can't say. And there's one other thing about this thing that I wanted to point out to you, at least make mention of it, because it's something that I kind of noticed when I was first in this thing. Now, who knows? And I don't know if this was if this caused it or not, but also I just wanted to mention that the day that I glitched out of the hangar and out of the space station, it just like my head started moving crazy, and I guess I was just kind of associating on that glitch with the head tracker R. It might not have been, it might have just been that's the way it presented, but I just wanted to make mention of that. So take that for what it's worth. So I guess basically in the summarize, like I said, and I don't know with 100% certainty that's what caused it. There's so many things. I wasn't doing none of these steps because I just didn't know. I was just ignorant, to all the different glitches that goes with this ATLS. Okay, so I went back and looked at the video last night, and I was watching it, and I was like, man, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So I wanted to try to go back over the tracker IR bit, and just to try to make that clear, because it kind of clear as mud earlier. So I have tracker IR, which is a device that allows me to look around without moving the mouse. And so right now I'm just moving my head. But you'll notice if I reach down and I engage the tractor beam, you'll notice that it moves, but my hand is not touching the mouse, right? So, but if I move the mouse, you'll see that the ATLS moves, right? You may or may not want that. If there's a situation where you want this thing to be still, if you hit the Z key, you lose control of the mouse. So like right now I'm moving the mouse and it's not doing nothing, but if I let go of the Z, then it moves. So it's like it's locking the mouse in place if I hold down Z instead of locking down the ATLS. And it's something to do with this head tracker. I don't know if there's a workaround. The workaround I found is to just turn off I have a toggle built enabled that I can toggle head tracker IR on and off. So if I do that, so like right now head tracker's off. So now if I move the mouse again, it moves. But if I hold Z, ATLS is locked in place, and I can use the mouse to manipulate whatever it is I'm trying to do, right? If I let go of Z, it moves, which may or may not be a good thing for you. It just depends. But if I enable head tracker, and this is just me moving my head, the minute that I move the mouse, it moves, right? But let's say you don't want to move. But guess what? I don't have control over the mouse. I don't have control over my arm anymore to manipulate anything. So if I'm holding down the Z key, I hope that makes sense. So that's why it was kind of like, again, I'm holding down the Z key. I can't, and I'm moving the mouse, and it's not doing it. Now I can fire off the tractor beam, and I can use my head, but it's not precise and the reason it's not is because I have a deadband built into the center. So little wobbles of my head don't, that doesn't make the ship wobble, etc. Right now I've got mine set up to only turn on while I'm sitting in a seat, and the ATLS counts as a seat. So I guess I just wanted to make that clear. So if you want to know where that's at, so right here is the head tracker. See, I have head tracker IR enabled. But if I go to key bindings, and I go all down here, all the way down near the bottom is this right here, head tracker. So enable head tracking toggle button 21. What that is that is a it's like a thumb switch on one of my Virpil control panels. So I got Virpil control panels 1 and 2. I've got 2 on my left and 1 on my right. So whatever, that's how I do it. I guess I just wanted to make that as clear as possible. So last night I was having trouble loading cargo on the C1, and what it was doing was once I dropped it on the cargo deck of the ship, I could no longer manipulate it with the ATLS, which is odd. So I'm going to get out, and I'm going to call it the C2, and I'm probably going to bring up some pieces of cargo so we can play around with that again and try that out again. I don't know. It might have been a server thing. I have no idea, but I'm going to give it a shot because I did notice when I loaded in today, I loaded into a different server than I was on yesterday. So maybe, I don't know, maybe it was something peculiar with the server, but we'll give it a shot. So what we're going to do is we're going to call it the C2. And,
welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
We'll try that again.
Your vehicle has been
And we'll pull up. Another thing that happened, and I got it on video, some of this cargo, my cargo containers disappeared. There's a glitch going on right now where if you put something down on the cargo deck and when you hit the F key to get into here, it automatically, the stuff just disappears. It's gone, and most of the time it puts it in your inventory. But it didn't put it in mine like right off the bat. It was kind of glitchy. It took a little bit, but it finally did go in. But it's just like, oh man! Last night I had the ship positioned with the tail facing the cargo bay over there, and it was just in an effort to test the ATLS, its loading capacity, or its ability to load, which is, I don't know, I'm not 100%. Let's see. I'm gonna press F. I'm not gonna touch nothing. I'm gonna let it load. Let it get through this animation bit. Okay. See, that's just that alone is. What the hell is that? See, that's. I guess you gotta. All right. Tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this. And that. And that. You see how it hit? That's kind of cool. It just highlighted it. It's like it knows I'm looking at it. Boom, it grabs it. And see, that's pretty cool. I ain't gonna lie, that's pretty cool. Now the curious thing is, it'll go, but will it be able to be manipulated? Because once you put it down, that was a problem in last night. Once I set it down and locked it in, it would not. I gotta get out. I gotta lower the nose. I gotta put the nose door down because the back end is high. Okay, let's exit. No big deal. See what I mean? So you gotta drop the nose down. The nose door, nose ramp, whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna take a drink of my coffee. Man, I had a ball buster of a day. We did a 2-system install on a customer's house today. And the unit I had was a booger. That thing fought me all day, but I got it done. Boy, did it just, every little thing. It's just how it goes sometimes. Take the good days with the bad days. It's mostly good days far outweigh the bad. So hit F. I'm mostly a service technician, but our install crew is pretty green, and 2 is a lot to ask, and I don't mind doing them. Actually, it's kind of a nice change of pace, just being honest. It's no brainer. Just take stuff out, put stuff in. Kind of like this cargo. Take stuff out, put stuff in. So one of the things that we're going to do is we're not going to stand by the wall. We're too close to the wall. Let's see if we go F4. Z. Let's see if we can back up. That's good enough. We're gonna hit the Z key. And now, question is, see, I can't manipulate it once I set it down. Now, why is that? I don't know. I don't understand it. But check it out. I can manipulate these. Ooh. But if I put it on this ship, no bueno. I can put it over there. And I can move it over there. I can manipulate it with my, let's see, with my handy dandy. Okay. No bueno. Huh. It just doesn't see it. I wonder if it's just, it could be related to just this. Is it just this ship? Or is it, we'll pull up another ship. I guess we'll try the Starlancer. I think I can give that a shot and see if maybe that one has the same problem.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Let's start.
Your vehicle has been moved to our storage facility.
We'll try that. We'll try stowing it, and then we'll get the Starlancer out. I think we can do that, and then give that a shot. And then if that don't work, we can get the caterpillar up here. At least you can get the cat now in the caterpillar. I mean, Atlas in the caterpillar. Like, now that they got the drop down doors. Oh, let's see. Here we go.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
Do like this ship, boy. It's a good looking ship. I wish they would make the wings fold though. I wish these winglets could fold. Sort of like the way the Zeus CL does. That would be really cool. Just taking off out of here is you're gonna be puckered up a little bit. This might actually be kind of tough. We'll give her a shot. Tell you what we'll do. We're gonna hit Z. We'll just grab this one. Put it over there. Oh no! Come back! Come back! Knucklehead. What is your right there? All right, perfect. All right, let's do this. Okay. Oh, I had it. Oh, I don't have it. There. See, look, I can see that one. I can get off. It's just a C2. All right. I guess we're gonna run the C2 back up and see if that just like pulling another ship into the hangar resets the issue. All right, let's pull the C2 back up.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
If it glitches again, I'm gonna go do I'm gonna submit a ticket. Okay, we're gonna submit a ticket. Should be happening. This is so aggravating, y'all. Why doesn't this work? I can't think of no reason why it shouldn't. It's something to do specific with this ship. It just doesn't work. It worked on the Starlancer. I don't know what the deal is. The one ship you need it on, it doesn't work. Oops, let's drop the cargo down. Let's get rid of it. We don't need it any longer. All right, so here's a glitch. I don't know if it's going to do it or not. If I'm looking at it, see, it did it. It You see what it did? If I'm looking at it, it glitched. So I could go. I wonder if maybe it's the space station. But you notice how it's not there? So this is glitching too. It could just be this hangar. It could just be this particular space station's hangar is just not playing nice. It's not gonna work. It's just gonna sit there and spin. There we go. And the weird thing is I don't know if it's gonna actually be there. It might now because I'm dropping the hangar deck. So I want to say it's still there. Yeah, there it is. See, it did go into my local inventory, which is fine. But last night it took a little while for it to go in there, and I was beginning to wonder if I lost it because that's a lot of cheddar, man. 32 SCU of medical supplies. That's a chunk of change. So. Hard for that money. I don't I'm just doing these for YouTube for just the sake of doing it, I guess. I don't know. Hey guys, so let's take a look at we're going to take a look at the issue council, and I found the report here. Where is it? Atlas. Here we go. So the Atlas does not pick up cargo off the C2 grid. So what I did was I did a search for Atlas and C2, and I started looking through it, and I found this one. This report was submitted on September 13th, 2024. So this has been around for a minute. As you can see, there's been 261 people that's contributed to it, and so it's legit. And it's exactly what I'm seeing, what we saw. And so I contributed to it, like I said I was going to, and there might be some workarounds we'll try with turning the power off and on, and we'll give that a shot too. Excuse me. Let's see if we can't maybe figure out a workaround and go from there. So anyway, y'all, I hope y'all got something out of this video. Thank you to JMick for giving me the information on how to use the Atlas and not die like a noob. I appreciate it, buddy. And we'll keep hacking away at this Atlas, and hopefully we can make this a viable, because it worked, as you saw. It worked on the Starlancer. Well, it was able to pick boxes up. I wouldn't say it worked. It's more aggravating than it's worth using. I mean, just on that ship, that's just not. It was really meant for a C2. I have the cat. I could have tried it on that, but the way that cat works now with the doors not going all the way up, and I don't know, it's just odd. And not having the fine control over it like you used to be, apparently. It just needs work. It's close, but it's not quite there yet. But anyway, y'all, I hope y'all have a great day. Y'all be safe out there in the verse and in real life. And we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.